talk about Danny DeVito. And if any film fans come in here, obviously we can talk about other films and stuff, but DeVito is what I wanted to talk about. This sort of the subject. Um, but yeah, I've got my collection. What I was gonna do is do a collection video um, of my Danny DeVito collection, but decided to live stream it instead for the other film fans so we can have an active discussion. Okay. So, like I said, Danny DeVito is my favorite filmmaker of all time. How do I do ing? There we go. There we go. Look at that. I got the DeVito drawer right here. Hey, Anthony. No, a Boyfriend's Brother did not come out yet. Haven't made much progress on that. So, Danny DeVito. Oh, guys, who is your favorite filmmaker? Did you say Sally? Wait, did I miss Sally? Like, I miss. Are you saying do I miss right? Like the Sally Self character? Yeah, guys, Danny is like amazing. I've got like something on my neck. I don't know what it is. Well, if y'all have seen The War of the Roses, you may recognize this. This is a prop from the movie The War of the Roses. And there's lots of dishes being thrown around in that movie. I believe this is a satay dish. And here it says, "Woof," which is a quote from the movie. And it's a pretty good one too. It's a pretty good quote. Woof. If you've seen the movie. It's very funny. And it's, comes in 3 parts, and on the back here it says War of the Roses, Love D 1989. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's on there. And it's pretty cool. There were a few of these floating around on eBay, and I picked up the cheapest one, which was this one. But they had quotes on it, and I think they all got sold. Or the listings ended or something. I don't know, because I haven't been able to find more. But yeah, so you can probably find this in the movie. Hey, sir. Hey, what's up? Asking Murphy. Or like Murphy, like, is that a Rayman reference or something? So that's the prop that I have from a Danny DeVito movie. Everything else down in this drawer is CDs, DVDs, Blu-rays, and VHS tapes. I'll go with the CDs. My favorite composer of all time, David Newman, composed many Danny's films. And here I have the Death to Smoochie score that, they never had a release. So I made that there, and then Throw Mama from the Train, which was Danny's first theatrical movie. No, don't talk to Riley Owen. Danny Stout. Hey, what's up? You. So this Throw Mama from the Train, this is the score for that film, which did get a release. Are you guys DeVito fans? Danny DeVito fans? And Limited Run. We have a couple CDs that I made as well. This one's The Ring. This was a short film that Danny directed. And this is the music from that film. There's nothing on the disc art. It's just disc. It's a disc. And then we have Duplex, the score for Duplex. And this is not complete. This has some of the scores, but it's not everything. So that's the music used in his directed movies. I should stress, guys, that these are movies of Danny as a director and a producer. So I don't, anything that he acted in, but he didn't have a role in producing or directing, I didn't include it. Do you remember what Sally Salt has a boyfriend? Yeah, she has a boyfriend. Yes, and he doesn't, well, he has a name, but it's not revealed in the book. This is of Amazing Stories, book 1, and it has 2 films included. The Mission, which has nothing to do with this, and The Wedding Ring, which is a Danny DeVito short film, and it's probably my favorite. She has a friend. So, and this is awesome. I love The Wedding Ring. It might actually be my favorite DeVito short film. I don't know what my favorite DeVito short film would be. It's either this or The Selling of Vince Lowe. But yeah, this is it. Great film. I love The Wedding. Give me some Wedding Ring. Good. It's got Rhea Perlman in it as well. And then we have Throw Mama from the Train on VH, which was his first film, released theatrically. So awesome. Throw on the Train. I love this film. Have you finished your novel title? Yeah, I have. And this is Matilda on VHS. Of course, everybody knows Matilda. When I mention to people, Danny DeVito's my favorite filmmaker, they go, what? I didn't know. I say, yeah, he directed Matilda. And they go, oh, I know Matilda. So everybody and their grandmother knows about Matilda. Yep. So those are the VHS tapes and DVDs. Here's Curmudgeons, a short film. This is, another one that I made because it never got a release. Understanding this was a Vimeo film. Where's the journal? What journal are you talking about? Again, no disc art. Curmudgeons. This is kind of a cool film, but like my least favorite of his short films. And then The Selling of Vince D'Angelo, my great short film, but this has got the DeVito seal of approval, which is like a homemade DVD label that I made just for DeVito projects that never got released. But I think this might have gotten one release, but it also very possible it didn't, and it probably didn't. But The Selling of Vince D'Angelo. This is actually this did get a no it didn't. Yes it did. Yes it did. It got a release on a Blu-ray that you'll see. I mean, what's the novel title? Oh yeah, It's a Boyfriend's Brother. That's what it's called. Short film. And then we have The War of the Roses, the extended cut. This is not the full extended cut. This is just the deleted scenes that are available, put into DVD. I would love to see the full version of this, but unfortunately, we don't have the original cut. Probably never will, because DeVito's directing days are pretty much over. He said he was going to be directing this new movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger, but there hasn't been any more dates on that, and that could change. The fact that he's directing it could change is what I mean. So this is Taxi, episodes that DeVito directed, the Direct to Danny episodes, as I called it. So 3 episodes of Taxi, which is a great show that he was actor on, but I wrote the titles of the episodes, you can see. Then I have 2 copies of Matilda. This is the original DVD, and then this is like the special edition. And then we have Duplex, which was his last film as a director. Danny DeVito is awesome. Yeah, he is, Patrick. He is my favorite filmmaker of all time. And so that's what this is. This is DeVito as a filmmaker. Are you going to publish your novel Boyfriend title? Yeah, I mean, I would like to. If I get it done, I will. I'm just gonna get it done. But Duplex, this was Danny's last film as a director, in terms of feature films. Hopefully not, because with this upcoming film, Patrick, I don't know if you know about the new project that's been talked about last year with Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger, but Danny said he was gonna direct it. But I'm still not like, yes, new DeVito movie, because, you know, it's still in early development, so they could get a new director. I would love for him to direct the movie, though. Seeing a DeVito movie in the theater would be awesome. Is that Taxi the Lost Episodes TV? No, it's not. It's not the Lost Episodes. It's just episodes from the last season that Danny DeVito directed. I like this film a lot. It's the least auteur-like Danny DeVito movie, but it's definitely a Danny DeVito movie. Full on and full through. But it's a fun film. I like it. Ben Stiller. Here's The War of Roses. It's always a tie. The War of the Roses and Death to Smoochie, of which one's my favorite DeVito movie. I don't know. It kind of switches between the two. But this is the old DVD of The War of the Roses. This movie's... The characters are so good. And then I have the Blu-ray, the filmmaker's signatures of The War of the Roses. And then 2 copies of Death to Smoochie. This is the US DVD and the Region 2 DVD. Oh my gosh. And this movie is just so good. I love it so much. Robin Williams. A lot of people haven't seen this movie. It's kind of crazy. I'll talk to somebody who loves Robin Williams, and they're like, I've seen all his movies. And I'm like, you ever seen Death to Smoochie? They go, no, I've never even heard of it. I don't understand. And this is a rental, by the way. So. And then the last we have for directed DeVito films is The Ratings Game, which is a TV movie. And this includes some of his films. So, The Selling of Vince D'Angelo, A Lovely Way to Spend an Evening, The Sound Sleeper, his first film ever as a director, first time directing, and Minestrone. I call it Minestrone. You get 4 DeVito short films in this. Isn't that awesome? 4 Danny DeVito directed short films in this Blu-ray. It's incredible. The Ratings Game itself, though, is it's just okay. And then now we get introducing stuff he's been a producer on. This is Get Shorty. I like this movie. It's a Barry Sonnenfeld film, and Barry Sonnenfeld actually was the director of photography on Throw Mama from the Train. And it became DeVito's sort of style. Not quite. Like, DeVito was more held back with... like, there's differences between Barry Sonnenfeld style of cinematography and Danny DeVito style of cinematography, even though they worked closely and had a very similar thing. I looked on Wikipedia, and there isn't a release date for his new movie. Yeah, it's not even on Wikipedia. It's just something like, that's why I say I'm very hesitant about being excited about him directing this new movie, because it's in such early stages of development. I don't even think the script is done yet. yeah, it's I would love for him to direct it, but I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna happen. That could definitely change. But he was a producer on this movie. I think he was the exec. No, maybe he was. I don't know. He might have been the executive producer on this. Either way, Danny had lots of power as a producer. By the way, in case you didn't know, he kind of had the final say in everything. Get Shorty, and then there's the sequel. He also was a producer on Cool. And this was a fun. I love the dance scene in this movie. Is that Drake and Josh the direct? No. No, it's not. Along Came Polly. Again, he produced. This was his production company, Jersey Films. And I remember seeing the film. And it was also, I think it wasn't this also an Adam Sandler? Let's see. Danny DeVito. Because I thought it was also Happy Madison. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just Jersey Films. But so yeah. And Pulp Fiction. Again, DeVito was a producer on this movie. He was the executive producer on this movie. It's in the same category as the other movies he's produced, in terms of having creative decisions and everything. But you know, he still produced. And this is a very popular film. I like this movie. It's not like my favorite or anything. And then lastly, we have Garden State with Zach Braff. So that's the DeVito drawer, and then there's there's I think one other item in the collection to talk about. Okay. Why didn't you make a Drake and Josh DVD? I did. I made a lot of Drake and Josh DVDs. The last thing. Oh, there's a couple things. There's a couple things left. 1 sec. 1 sec. Then I gotta finish up. So I got a text from somebody. This is the War of the Roses. This is part of the press kit. It's not the whole press kit, it's just part of it. It's got some stills. Which is, of course, a film he directed. And we'll flip through these. This is one of my favorite pictures of DeVito, of him directing. I love it's so like cliche, but it's so true when directors just use their hands. Like I'm thinking of a thing, you know. You can do that, right? I do that. I'm not talking about when I'm directing. I just mean in general. People use their hands, so I just think it's so funny. Like, but it's just classic. Like, a director, you're using your hands. It's just cool. But that's a great photo. We got another one there. And great photo again. Love the movie, love the characters. And there's two here. And then we have portraits of DeVito. Gavin is his character's name. And then Kathleen, and her name is Barbara in the film. And Michael, which his name is Oliver in the film. So those are the stills. There were more stills than that in the film, but these were the ones in this bundle. bundle abode, and these are also black and white. Create a Drake and Josh DVD right now. I don't want to create one right now, but I'm working on a Blu-ray of it that I haven't finished yet, and I really should. I gotta burn the special features disc, but adding every time I go to burn it, there gets new stuff that I'm like, I gotta put this in the Blu-ray, and I've been working on the Blu-ray for like 3 years now. But that's the War of the Roses stills. And then one more thing, it's also a group of stills. And it is Minestrone, which is a short film that I discussed earlier that he did, and these are stills. So here we have just tidbits of information. It's from 1977. This is from 1977. And then we have this. So, and this film is never released in 16 by 9, and these pictures are in 16 by 9. So that makes these amazing. But there we go, right there. And this is one of the weirdest films I've ever seen in my life. I'd love to pick at Danny's brain. But there you go. Writing on the back. This is probably my favorite scene in the film. There's a cameraman in his soup, a tiny diver, as he calls it in the film. It's not a Blu-ray DVD. The Blu-ray, the Drake and Josh Blu-ray I'm doing is a Blu-ray. It's a DVD actually, but I have made Drake and Josh DVDs. There's another one, and there's actually 2 of these for some reason. 2 of the same picture, and then we have a close-up of the tiny diver in his soup. So that is my Danny DeVito collection. If we go into actor territory, actor, there's some more stuff, but I don't really care much for that. So that's it. All right, guys. Later.